80-72, OCU gets a win in overtime over Texas Wesleyan today. Here with Coach Mark Berokoff. And Coach, boy, just another courageous win for your guys.
Man, I'll tell you, the fight these guys have, and we've had it since day one. We've just been able to figure some things out offensively, and I'm just so proud of the fight. I mean, a lot of teams, when you got a couple starters that aren't playing and guys that are big contributors, I mean, some teams could, just say, oh, we'll just wait for the next time they're back. And no, this team just fought, and especially the way we started.
Yeah.
It would look like it was just going to be a runaway for Wesleyan, and I'm just so proud of the guys, the fight.
Of all the games to not have your starting center against Texas Wesleyan, who's probably the biggest team that you'll play this season in conference play anyway, and they were down a few guys too, but still had a lot of their big guys. So what was kind of the strategy? I know you're kind of playing with an all-perimeter lineup except when Ellie's in there, but what did you think going into this one as far as how to combat what they do?
Well, you've watched my former teams play in the past. We always like to be kind of outmatched on the size because you have to guard us.
Yeah.
And figure out how you're going to play your bigs, and it's always been to our advantage. So I actually, I was worried. But two, I thought, man, it's going to be great. They're going to have to figure out a way to guard us because Adrian and Corey, our biggest guys, they can step out and knock down threes. And then, Ellie's kind of undersized. So, I mean, he was going to do what he was going to do. But it's hard to guard when you have stretch fours. Mm-hmm. And they have to figure out how to guard us. So I think it plays into our advantage.
Look at the assist numbers today, 17 assists on 29 made baskets. A lot of that comes at the end because you had Sean making no-look passes inside and Corey made one and Adrian kind of paid them all off there at the end. But how did you think about your sharing the basketball today? I
think since we have come back from break, the sharing of the basketball has gotten to the level that we want it to be at, and I think we can get even better at it. But tonight down in the key stretches of the game, the ball was zipping around from side to side, and it was going from one side to the next to the other, and then that's where you get the easy layups. And our guys kind of figured that out, and late it happened, and it really paid off for us.
I thought three of your kind of role players had maybe their best games today. We'll start with Zach LeBlanc. Not a huge scoring day. He does finish with 8 points on just 3 of 13 shooting, but just felt like he impacted the game as much as he could.
Zach is great at the extra pass, and if you notice late, if you really watch the game, he was getting some big-time rebounds. Yep. And I just was proud of him. His fight was great. He's all scratched up. And, that's why we were excited when he said he wanted to come here. We were excited about that. And, boy, he was great tonight. And I know where you're going next, which is Bonifay.
Yep.
He came in and hit some amazing shots. And he's such a gym rat. And it's great to see the success that what he takes from practice into the game. And the shots he was making in the game was everything he works on over and over and over again. So I'm just excited for those guys.
And Mondy also. We've seen Mondy struggle a little bit offensively. He always brings it on defense, but able to get some of those shots to fall today.
Yeah, when Eric's not going on the offensive end, he never quits on the defensive end. And he was battling with their big on the backside rebounds, and he got some clutch steals, and he was great on the glass for us. He did a great job tonight.
It seemed like there was a moment in the second half where you could kind of see it in Rashawn's eyes that he knew it was his time to take over, and he did that, scoring 23 points and making the tying free throw there at the end, and then a big-time overtime for Sean.
Well, we always talk, we've shot a lot of threes, which is fine. But the way you set up those threes is get to the glass, make a couple layups, and then you can work your way back. And I think he found success getting to the rim, making some layups, and then that just carried over from the rest of the floor. And, yeah, he's showing why he's one of the best players in the league. I mean, he showed it tonight why I think he's one of the top 5 players in this league easily.
And then another big game for Corey Guest. Made 6 3-pointers today, but also some hustle plays, rebounding. Probably his best game on the glass so far this year. What did you think about his overall performance?
I mean, for a while there, he carried us, knocking down 3 after 3. And then, he likes to rebound. I don't think that's his favorite thing to do, but he was great on the glass. He fought their bigs, and he got some great late clutch plays down late on the defensive end, and then obviously he knocked down those free throws. And I mean, he carried us for a while there.
So what's your outlook going into the weekend? Got USAO coming up this weekend.
We'll go with the 7 that we have, and we'll see if we have any more show up for us. And I think the one thing you'll see, win or lose, with these guys is they're going to fight, and they're going to represent this university at an all-time level. And I love what they're doing, and I love that they're playing for themselves and for this university, and that means a lot to me.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. 80-72, the final score. OCU gets a win over Texas Wesleyan tonight. That'll do it for us, and we'll talk to you on Saturday, OCUsports.com.